About 3 inches of the white stuff has fallen, and the prognosticators say still 3 to 5 more to come tonight in Chicago as we welcome you to football under the lights at snowy Soldier Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Chicago Bears. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
His first carry. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
From the gun, Edwards. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33.
It's now 4th down.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They'll run for it with Connor, and he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
The ball carrier.
A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
2 yards on the play. First down, Chargers.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Back to throw. Edwards. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one, and there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Hines. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Naheem Hines.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Second down. It's Hines. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Now Edwards from the gun on 3rd down. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
First down, Los Angeles.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They run with Hines. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
At the Bears' 12-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Edwards. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Ran the perfect defense in this situation. Would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown.
To number 82.
An 11-yard touchdown. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On the return. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Now it's Haskins. Finding Knox there, complete. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 25-yard line.
Now Haskins to throw it. He'll find Gandy Golden there, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Now it's Haskins. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Jonathan Allen gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Another try after the 1st down sack. Haskins hit, and he lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And he takes it back to the house. It's a fumble recovery and a Charger touchdown.
Kaimi Fairbairn lining up.
So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Kaimi Fairbairn set to kick off.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Derrick Henry. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Derrick Henry on the carry. He was brought down at the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 2.
Haskins on 3rd down.
3.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Short yardage situation, you have to wonder if they thought that they were just going to run it inside. But you have to be cognizant of the back slipping out in the backfield trying to find some open space. And that's exactly what he does to the tune of a first down.
He got a first down and then some at midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
The 22-yard line.
Haskins looking to throw on first down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again. Edwards. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
The tackling in this game has not been good so far. We've seen our share of missed tackles. Case in point, that one right there. And that miss led to another big play. I don't know if it's effort, I don't know if it's technique, but they'll have to work on that in practice.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Bears nothing.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun. Edwards. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Intercepted. The Bears take over 1st and 10.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue. But to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain. And we were down on the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads. I mean, you get him out of pads and just see him in a regular suit or an outfit, He is a huge human being and a lot faster than what people know. When he gets rolling, he's a lot to bring down.
All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. Here's Haskins, a quick throw out wide. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Dawson Knox with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bears have cut it to within a score. And his kick is right through.
Makes the score Chargers 14.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, but he opted for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 mark. Go. 54 mark.
From the gun, Edwards. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Operating from the gun, Edwards. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
Edwards from the gun on 3rd down. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. From the gun, Edwards. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Give him 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
He's got his man on the crossing route. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. And now for him on the season, that is his 80th catch, and the result is a first down. Operating from the gun, Edwards to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
On second down now, it's Hines, and he's in for a Charger touchdown. Nyheim Hines, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Chargers 21, Bears 7.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They were looking to throw, holding in the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
I got you. I got you. Mike 56. Mike 56.
Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And this is incomplete. He was looking for Michael Pittman that time. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Haskins out of the gun. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Taken right around the 44. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Let's go, B. Big series right here. We got to step.
They'll run on 1st down. Hines. Now a loose football. The ball comes out.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. From the gun, Edwards. Short throw underneath to Hurst. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Edwards now from the gun on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's there got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Now throwing on first down and completing it. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Jonathan Allen, his second sack of the night.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Well, that run good for 6 yards, but they're still looking up at a 3rd and 15. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
On third down, Henry. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll try and throw forward with Haskins. The open man is Smith. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Jonnu Smith, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Bears draw a bit closer. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Edwards. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
34-yard line.
From the gun, Edwards. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
But they've certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
To throw is Edwards on 1st and 10. steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
First down pass. Intercepted. The Bears take over first and 10 at the 45-yard line.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
Intercepted by the Chargers. They'll take over first and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation...
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the lake effect snow set to continue for the second half of action as we are back underway.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back, and he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
Brings up second and 12 at the 29-yard line.
They'll run with Henry. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
McKinley on the stop.
No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
3rd and 11.
Third down. Here's Haskins. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Tack McKinley. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Here comes the Bears punter now. Standing right on his own 5-yard line. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now it's Hines. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
The ball carrier.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen. That's going to set him back 5 yards. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. Operating from the gun, Edwards. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Well, they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Going up top. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And they get this all the way inside Chicago's 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. This is Hines. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. On second down, Connor looking for space. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they can actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
He's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. It's kind of an interesting decision. 1-score game, third quarter. What do you do?
Yeah, I'm willing to go out on the limb on this one and go for it. And here's why. If I set it up right now and go get the touchdown, I'm in firm control of this ball game, and my team has a ton of confidence. If I don't get it, hey, I rely on my defense. And if somehow they go downfield on me and score, so be it. I want to be in control and in firm control right now.
They'll run for it with Hines. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Nyheim Hines with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
Chargers 28, Bears 14. Kaimi Fairbairn set to...
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Push him back. Push him back. He's checking. He's checking. He's checking. 56 the mark, boys. 56. Check 56.
Again, it's Henry. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the second level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical guy.
Now Haskins on first down. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. Yo.
On 2nd and 9, Haskins. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Complete to Derek.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. From the gun, it's Haskins. Smith catches left side. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
And yet again, Haskins is intercepted. 3rd time. Picked off by Jair Alexander. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Ball carrier.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instinct. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Here's Edwards to throw on 3rd down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the 4th quarter. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Complete. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a 3rd down.
And it brings up 3rd down.
From the gun, Edwards. Forced out to his left. He'll find Miller. That's complete. And he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He stopped at the 25. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. And for the 2nd time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. This to make it a 3-score game late. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
at their own 19-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a fourth straight loss.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Haskins looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. The Bears on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Operating from the gun. Haskins. And right side, Henry's got it. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver there was Jonnu Smith, but it'll be 2nd down. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll keep it on the ground. Henry. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. A big hitter there, a 1st down gain of 26 yards.
Brandon, unfortunately, I've been here before. They've had 2 opportunities to stop them, so this is demoralizing. They haven't gotten it done. Now you're calling all your blitzes, all your attack defenses, but you're not worried about playing your normal position. You're going to take chances now.
Well, you said it. 2 3rd down opportunities to get off the field. Couldn't do it, and the clock continues to roll. He'll run it, and he'll get it down this time to the 17. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
17-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9.
He can't have it. He's not going to get me. 56.
Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Jonnu Smith, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. Then the Bears cut into that lead. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Makes the score Chargers 31, Bears 21.
Joey slide out, a kickoff after the touchdown. This will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They run again with Hines. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Chargers on third down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one.
The ball carrier.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as good running gets him to about the 44. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down, 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
The ball carrier.
That good for 19 and a first down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
At the Bears' 38-yard line.
Now a toss play. It's Hines. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Here's Hines on the toss play. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Well, it's caught on the right side of Smith. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Haskins to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37.
By the Chargers. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
Tonight's final score.
So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers. And despite the cold, despite the snow, this one was fun to watch, and I want to thank you for bringing two things, the space heater and the hot chocolate. Those were a big help for us here in the booth.
Yeah, just so you know, in the future, get your own space heater. Okay, I'm an only child. I don't share very often. But this had to bring out, like, the 12-year-old in us, didn't it? I mean, to be able to watch this, and let's face it, when you were that age, you didn't come inside until Mom screamed, "Get inside now, young man," because you wanted to be out there just having a good time, and actually you almost forgot just how cold it was. I'm sure these guys didn't, but they ended up playing just like those 12-year-olds and getting it done.
So for the Chargers, their battle to finish 500 gets a slight lift as they move to 6-8 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Mile High to take on the Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they'll drop to 9-5 on the year. And they'll get a home date next week against the Detroit Lions. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.